Hey guys, welcome back to Create Arcane Engineering. Now, what are we going to do today? Well, some things have changed here at the base. I think we ended the last episode building our little 3x1 miner. It has changed a little. Uh, yeah. It's still not a 5x5, but it is a 4x5 now. It does a pretty good job, and we've just come back from a couple of places of mining. We need grout, and I had just, well, I started to put this sand away. I don't need to put it away. I need to get some more out. And I've also dug another hole to the mines right down here. So this goes all the way down. We can do this. Assume we can still step back over onto ladders. Whoa. And down here, so this is bedrock level. And I dug this way. This is where I started. Actually, I started straight off the ladder and dug out. And of course, right over here, I hit lava. So I said, okay, we'll go off to the side. And over here, I hit lava. And I said, okay, we'll go to this side. And over here, I hit lava. So, okay, we'll go this way. Well, it hit lava. And then we went this way for a while. And we were actually able to go that way quite a bit before we hit lava. So this is, and I think the mini map seems to indicate that there is lava all around us. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to do any significant mining in any, pick a direction and let it run 500 blocks or 1,000 blocks. We certainly can't go north. There's a giant pool of lava just north of us. Now I can't promise that it's down here at this level, but the chances are pretty good. I mean, we are down at bedrock level, right? Um, North might be the direction to go. We do have some things that are left in the walls that I just need to come back and clean up. North might be or south rather. South might be the direction to go here. That might work. Anyway, I'm going to climb back up and we'll take a look at see. So we also ran the harvester over or the miner over on the beach because we needed sand. We got gravel out of the pond that was over there. We got clay. It was also in the pond, but we needed sand. So I went and scraped the beach. So let's go take a look to see what's actually in here. So we've got oh yeah, it did run over our ladders a couple of times. So we have some of our ladders in here. That's rail. We need to leave the rail, but the ladders can come out. We did pick up some diamonds, some lapis. Let's just take all of these things. That's, oh, well, we can't take all those things until we put the sand away. Sand. Oh, well, that means we've hit the 2K limit on sand. I'm going to leave the gravel in here. We will dump these things over here, although there's also a drigme shard over here. I was over looking for mineral saplings, mineral trees, so that we could chop them down so that we could get saplings and all the mineral things. And I had fought a Wilden, and I think we probably still have a couple of Wilden horns too. So I'd fought a Wilden, so I had a Wilden horn on me when I came across a Drigme, so I tossed him the horn, and of course that turns him into the Drigme shard. What else? So really, I'm going to need to do something with the sand. Jade, some more gold, that's nice. Some apples, redstone. Zinc is nice because I can't mine that with my stone pick at this point. Rune. This is important. Why? R's. It was important for R's, right? If I recall correctly. Yes, to make the runic tablet, which I don't remember exactly why it was important. Oh, right here. To make, oh, we have to have these to make source gems. Yeah. Oh, mercy. I found one so far. I did get clay out of the pond. The question is, where did I put the clay? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come down here. Now, these things all together should make a whole bunch of grout, and I'm going to start that grout smelting right up here to get seared bricks. You know, I should probably go ahead and take another road to make it into charcoal while we're here. Just go ahead and kick that in up here. All right, now, having done all that, there are a couple things I would like to have. Number one, I'm having to manually harvest this, and that's dumb. Oh, number two, yeah, I flattened the world. I used him to flatten the world, no doubt about it. Over there, I had to backfill some dirt. Thankfully, the building ones are in. Even the one with the low-level one that's just made with stone is nice and convenient. So even where we had holes over here, I tried to fill them in with dirt. So that's looking much better. We're going to need a lot of space to build in this pack, I think. I don't want to be harvesting this by hand. That doesn't make any sense in a mod pack where we've got Create. And I think we looked last time, and the harvester head was actually made in the stone harvest. Was actually made in the stone cutter. It is. Um, I would like to build a few of those. I need to think about how to set them up though to get maximum benefit out of our lily pads. I could build it so it's up in the air and then the harvesters and everything are hanging down. That would work. I'll give it some thought. We're going to build that. I may build it between episodes. I would also like to get this on a contraption so that it's so I can actually get to planning. But the long and short of that is to accomplish either of those things, we need more deployers. And to do deployers, well, I guess we could do the harvesting of our stuff over there. To do deployers, we need brass. And to get brass, we need a blaze burner. So we need to set up another portal. I may have harvested some obsidian already when we were down. No, we have got a block of coal. Do we have enough diamonds to make a block of diamond? We do not. Okay, so I need to get some obsidian, which probably means taking our contraption back downstairs and intentionally creating some obsidian so that we can get that. So let's get that done. All right, so we're just going to dump water right here. All right, just like that. Let that fill this space up. And then come down here. Well, we're going to have to let the water go away first. So I think... let me look. I need to see exactly which line we need to take here. So we need to be 1, 2, 3. We need to be on this line right here. And we should basically be able to bloop right here. We need to be on this line. So let's try that again. We have some rails now. So let's drop down here, probably back off to like here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't really take that many to get it started, but hey, if we've got that many, I don't have to worry about it. Now, let me intentionally pick up some of these rails since, you know, I didn't have any. And you should be, we're going to run into some lava, some lower level lava. That's going to be okay. Oh, I took the coal out. Oh! So I came out of the mines and it was dark, so I had to deal with monsters. Yep. And I was putting the monster stuff away when I realized we hadn't discussed this. We did, between episodes, end up with pillagers showing up. So the good news is we had cows right here, so we were able to drink milk. We also got a couple of drops from... Oh, we have a dungeon. We have a dungeon. Oh, there's a witch out there. Let me go deal with her. We have a dungeon underneath. So in the area where we were mining, where we're getting the iron and such, that dug right straight into one of those dungeons like we saw over there with the tower. And there were... I'm going to die. Oh, no, I can't die from poison. Don't let the sawheads hit me because they'll absolutely kill me at this stage. There were wither skeletons in there, and they had on armor. And I know we ended up picking up a couple of pieces of armor, you know, iron boots with Unbreaking 3 on them, golden leggings with fire protection Unbreaking, and the diamond chest with mana regen 3. The mana regen 3 is really nice because that's an R's modifier, which means we regen our mana faster. Sorry, that was probably perfectly obvious. Let's see what we managed to... We're still not fully healed. Or, yeah, there we go. The poison's now gone. So let's see how we did down there. Just need... Alright, we needed 10 pieces. We've got 20. Oh, I hear you. Where are you shooting at me from? Well, the arrows hit here, which would put you over here, probably in the water. You probably ran and jumped in the water. They do this a bunch. They go over here and get in this water. Thank you for getting out of my face. I also got some kelp while we're out at... Where is kelp? So let's just go over here. Oh, we need a flint and steel. We're gonna make another portal and go to the nether. We're gonna need flint and steel. So this pond has got kind of this area that juts out into the middle of it. We could put our portal right out here. And then it would be far enough away. It's close enough to come down here when we need to go to it, but far enough away that we don't have to listen to it. Yeah, let's do that. So 1, 2. Our obsidian. 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we all know how this works. And then we're going to need, brought the cobbled just for this. 1 and 2. And the last couple. There. Okay. Let's get this thing lit and then see if we can get lucky. Obviously, we've got to find a... Oh, we should build the burner part of that before we go find a blaze, and then don't have a burner to put the blaze in to make the blaze burner. Right? Yeah. Oh. Well, I guess we're going there, coming back, then going back, because we have to have a variant of netherrack of some sort to even make the blaze burner. So I guess we should probably put away the rest of this stuff before we take off. Yay! We need to go deeper. All right. Unfortunately, is there netherrack underneath this stuff? Warped. So more warped. Well, we're going to at least need to find We need to at least find where we can get some. What is that? Who's unhappy? What are y'all? Ooh. What are you little guys? Are you coming over here to hit me? You are coming over here to hit me. Why? What did I do to you? All right, let me poke around here for a bit and see if we can find at least some netherrack. We gotta have at least netherrack. Oh, here comes some more of these. At least find some netherrack and let the map finish generating so we can at least see what's around us, and then we'll be right back. All right, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a giant square pillar over there. Right there is our portal. We're going to head towards that. I don't know. I can't imagine what that is. What biome is this? Is that part of a fortress? I mean, did we literally... I mean, it could be if it's a fortress. If it's a fortress up in the air, it's possible that we're just seeing like the structure that's. Is this blackstone? We do still need to find netherrack, but we might have like. I mean, I just stopped the recording. It is that's brick. It's got to be. It's made out of brick, but I don't see any more fortress unless it's around on this side. No, it's just a pillar sticking up. Oh, it's going this way back into the hillside. Well, isn't that interesting? I guess we just need to dig our way up. I still haven't found any netherrack though. That's hilarious. I wonder if it's beneath this stuff. This is actual blackstone. I mean, we can dig down and see. All right, I'm going to dig down and... Oh, what is that? Blood Island reach. Oh. Maybe we don't. But I wouldn't mind having at least a little bit of that. And with the magnet on this, I can get it without having to burn my toesies. All right, let me grab some more of this stuff. We've got to find... Wait, is this netherrack? Okay, there we go. There's some netherrack. Let's grab a little bit of this netherrack, and then we're going... Maybe we'll grab enough to use it to pillar up. Like a big nerd that we are. Alright, let me get us some materials here. Should have brought materials with me. Don't know why I didn't. And then we'll be right back. Alright, guys. So I was just in the... I was looking to see if we needed to... we've got some quests we need to accept, right? And I was looking at the tip sheet, and I noticed that there's a blaze burner over here. And it's just talking about the fact you can feed them liquids, which is super nice. And I was looking at the other things just to see... We haven't spent a lot of time looking at our book yet. And that's really dumb. We should be looking at our book often. But in looking at the runic tablet, it makes the statement that, hey, it can convert empty blaze burners into blaze burners without having to go get blazes. So I said we were going to make a couple. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to make one and get the first one knocked out. I know we needed... Oh, and just 4 iron sheets. I made some iron sheets. Oh, I only made 2. Let me make a couple more and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we have made it up here. Literally had to just carve a path. I guess I could have never pulled it, but we're going to need to be up and down, right? So I just carved a path in the side of the fortress wall here. And we've come up, and interestingly, we broke through the wall right at a corner. And where we broke through, there is a gold chest. So I thought we would open that, take a look, see what's in here. End fiber. Huh, that's not something I recognize. Oh, all right. It was a stuff. It was a stuff and stuff. Let's see if we can go. Now the good news is I should be able to place out there at a distance. I do like that particular mod, which it's like, oh hey, I'll go to the end instead of the beginning here. Now I do need to have the blaze burner in my hand, just in case we get surprised. That is an R's warp impact, teleport with style, projectile blink, explosion, AOE. Interesting book. That would be another way to get some early progress there, would be to find some actual spell books from ours. You know, I don't have much of a backpack yet. I really should not be in here trying to loot real hard. What are those? Blank runes. Okay. Really, we're just looking for a single blaze, right? We're really just looking for a single blaze. Yeah, I see my death waypoint right down there. You are not a single blaze. Where can we find a blaze? All right, I'm going to look around for a blaze. Hopefully we can find one here, and then we'll be right back. So I probably should have just kept walking. I was right there, I think, when I said I was going to keep walking, and I walked around this corner, and oh! And there's a blaze right there. He was actually sitting at the bottom when right before I came back. He apparently decided to try to follow me out of here. I could use the nether wart. I don't have room for. So any of this crap I can just throw away. I don't need nether brick. It would be nice to have some soul sand already. All right, I'm not telling you that I suffer from ADHD, but I stopped what I was doing to make gold, so I can come over here and get gold and 2 of these diamonds and torches. Where do I have torches? I have torches somewhere. I'll probably put them away. I've got to get to integrated dynamics. So I've decided I'm going to actually jump into this as soon as I can. All right. Well, long and short is I didn't find torches, but I made some real quick. The point here was the mega torch. I am tired of going into the caves, coming out of the caves, going into another dimension, coming out of it, doing whatever it is I am doing, only to come back to my base and finding a horde of monsters. So let's see. We are 1, 2, 3 mods by 1, 2, 3, 4 modules at this point. So let's put you right there. Bam! That'll help. Now, on to what we were doing. The point was, we needed to get a couple of things set up. So let me get some additional items put together here, and we'll see what we can't do about actually getting that handled. All right, so I went and grabbed a whole stack of spruce, and I went and got some of our kelp. We can make a log stripper, so I went and stole one of our mechanical saws. Yeah, no, we're still just getting started here, because I'd like to make a belt running into a mechanical saw so that we can do the whole stripping without having to stand here and chop wood forever. So at create belt, what? It's not. Oh, rubber. Okay. Change of plans. I mean, not change of plans. Not entirely change of plans. Okay, let's do this. Let's get the brass set up as basic as possible and done. And then we're going to turn our attention to rubber, because I think that is going to be rubber. We seem to be running into rubber everywhere we go. In places I don't expect to run into rubber. Uses. Yes, yep. Pages and pages and pages. Really not, excuse me, not as many as you would have thought, though. But it looks like it's also a base ingredient for other types of rubber. So let's do the blaze burner thing for the pieces we needed for that, and then we'll come back. Okay. I think, hey, you're gonna get squished. Well, I guess they won't eat you. That's probably not the best place for you to be standing, though. So we can only give you 1 coal at a time. And then let's see if we can click these 2 in. In. I got to throw them in there. I am going to have to throw them in there, but it is not doing the spinny. Are you down too low? That is copper and zinc. Yes, that is copper and zinc. I'm going to guess maybe he's too low. Let me break him out of here and try. Get out of the way! Let me get rid of the wandering trader. Maybe we'll take him to visit the mines? Yeah, yeah. Yep, that will do it. Hey, if you're gonna do step gearing, you actually have to hook your gears together, not just stick them out in a line, because you know that's not the way step gearing works. Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. All right, now can we throw a whole stack and a whole stack, and you get busy mixing? And I think that was originally 27, so there's 26 in there. So we're just gonna let that sit and work for a few minutes, and then we will move forward. I mean, I stripped the wood, but I don't have to gather up manually. Just because I stripped the wood manually does not mean I have to go back through and chop all this manually. Drill heads, yeah, they're not the best thing for wood, but they'll work, right? Don't at me, don't at me. All right, with those in hand, we can go back down here. Get that up to 32, 30. Oh. 32. Put that saw away. Now, that should at least buy us some time, right? So, arboreals. Arboreal extractors. So this is easy enough. We have, where did our casings go? We had a bunch of casings. Casings. We still have 7 left. That is not a bunch, but that is so. Where are... There they are. I could not see those mechanisms. I don't know why. So that's 4 more. That is a start. I don't know how many of these arboreal abstractors we'll actually need. Let's sleep real quick. And we just take the arboreal, or take the machine casings in the buckets and toss them right up here. Now, I do believe, not the recipe uses, it indicates that these basically, so they're going to have at least 2 logs and 3 leaves. I wonder if we can get away with being a little sneaky. Do I have any leaves at this point? No. We could make comma real quick, which is a blade, let's grab some wood. I had wood in my inventory. So we need a binding, and then we'll replace that again. Oh, let's go ahead and make the handle. I'm sure there was a handle there. And a blade. We'll see if I got anywhere near remembering that correctly. Hey, looky there. No, it's the wrong. Oh no, it went in. It just didn't look like it. Tree. Let's do. We've got some bone meal, which will make this easy to grow a real quick tree. It would be up here where, you know, things that have gone on to the next realm leave their stuff. Let me grow a tree real quick, and we'll get some leaves, and then we'll test whether or not this will work like this. All right, so I got our leaves. 1, 2, 3 stack of leaves and 3 logs. Are you doing anything? So it is somehow detecting whether or not the tree is a created tree, or am I sure this is facing the right direction? I mean, I'm relatively sure this is facing the right direction. Let's break it and put it back down. I think that is still the direction. Does it even have a front face? Yeah, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. Well, I mean, the good news is that it's easy enough to plant. So we have some more of these. 1, 2, and 3. Let's grab spruce saplings, and we'll just grow a couple up and see if it makes a difference. Let me go get that done. Well, I think you can tell from the visuals already that it made a difference, right? So this one has got a glow spot on the front of it. There's no material in it yet, but I'm guessing, oh, there it was right there, 50 resin. So this is a naturally, well, I say naturally, I bone milled it. It's a naturally growing tree. This is the one we built. Oh, this one has now got a thing in front of it. I wonder if it picked up on the leaves. Wait, does that mean I can just cram some more? Now look, I'm not above using the rules. How many, where was the arboreal extractor uses? It said how much wood? It just says it needs 2. Let's go grab another log. I wonder if those naturally grown leaves cause that to kick in and go, oh yeah, this is valid now. Because if so, that's awesome. I don't have to I don't have to try to grow a bunch of trees there. I can just build them. Build what you need. Now I wonder if, well, this one updated after the fact though, didn't it? All right, I'm going to stand here and watch these for a couple of minutes, and then we'll take a look at them and see whether or not we're actually going to need to build or grow some real trees over there. Yep. Okay, so that did not work, but what did work was breaking. So we had 2 here, 2 here, right? Breaking this out and making this 3 tall instead of 2 immediately caused this one to update and start producing. So let's try this. 1, 2, 1 at the bottom, and blam, look at there. Yes, so we can. Now, I wonder how much of this we can trim off. I bet we can trim a bunch of this off. Do I feel brave enough to try? Sure, I feel brave enough to try. What's the worst that's happened? The worst that possibly happens is I somehow completely mess up this natural tree business, and I end up having to regrow the trees here, which is not that big a deal. All right, what about out here? Can I carve this off? Yes. What about this? Yes. Okay, so that is, let's clean this side up as well some. And it's about to get dark on us, so we're going to have to go to sleep. All right, I'm going to continue cleaning this up a little bit and see what we can and can't get away with here. And then we'll be back in a moment. All right, guys, so I was looking at the quest book to see if they were giving some advice on how to do this, right? Because a lot of the stuff, there's so much of the recipes that are changed that I wanted to see whether or not we were trying to accomplish something in some unusual way. And when it's a, hey, here's the way you're supposed to do this. What I see is a page that looks to be about half blank. And this is the getting started, and we haven't done this yet. So we've got some things done up here, but it looks like there's a getting started that we really haven't even touched yet. What is it looking for? 1 kinetic mechanism. Okay, we can do this. I'll have to trade out the parts down here to put this back on the depot, but I'm going to do that real quick and stamp that out and see if that opens up some more of our book. Okay, so that wasn't that big a deal. We were able to create a deployer. The deployer in this mod pack is actually stupid cheap because it's just 1 andesite alloy, 4 brass, and the brass was the hard part to get, right? And then we used that with a andesite machine, which we've seen a bunch of times at this point. So we just stuck it right here beside the mixer and tossed on our, it's a mineral slab, and then we're just able to press and saw, and we're able to get that. Let me sleep, and then let's take a look at the quest book. We also need to accept all of our rewards out of there. We've got several that I couldn't tell you when we actually, probably the first episode since we've done that. Now, we have this. Oh, it doesn't show it, though. It doesn't show us as having it in our inventory, but we certainly do. Can we throw it down and pick it back up? Kinetic mechanism. That's what it's looking for, right? Kinetic mechanism. Huh. The saw, alloy, and a mineral slab. The saw, andesite alloy. How does it not think we have done andesite alloy? We've done it a bunch. Andesite alloy. So looking at that, when you go back to the red arrow, it'll show you the things that are required. Well, we've got the mineral slab done. That's right here. But we don't have andesite slab done. Oh, it's locked. What are you locked behind? Crystallized mineral chunk and andesite. Well, we had one of these. All right, there's no way we don't have these things done. So let me just finish them real quick and we'll be right back. Oh, this is probably the one that's getting us. We've got plenty of lava downstairs, but we haven't put it in a bucket yet. So let me go do that. And grab somewhere, please, without stepping in the lava. There we go. Back upstairs. All right, guys. Yeah, that did it. So just putting the gravel, we got the bucket of lava, then the gravel, or then the cobblestone, gravel, and then finally an andesite, and having this mechanism in our inventory did get us there. Ooh, nice. And progression. Well, we can't do that progression yet. Back to beginnings? No, back to progression? No, where was that? Must have been in chapter 1. Oh, we opened, no, here we go. Progression. Excellent. And we should already have, let's make another casing real quick. I mean, they did give me 32 kinetic mechanisms, right? All right, let's see if that, yep, there's a whole new section down here now. Oh, and actually, 2 sections down here. Copper Age with no rewards. Okay. Arboreal extractors. Did I put them all down? I mean, I guess we're not doing anything with them just yet anyway. We could afford to break one up. Not without pulling out a bucket. Can I... Here, water. Let me store you right there for a second. And then we can place it back down. Then let's take it. So we need to do a better job of keeping our eye on... Okay, so here, mechanical pump and mechanical pipe. So you're not that expensive, and that's just copper, copper, and copper. You're not that expensive. Okay, let's go do that right now. And then just a quick cogwheel. And is it just one? Gets us the mechanical pump as well. Excellent. Back to the quest book. There, that's fine. Here, yes, rubber. It just wants us to have rubber. All right, how can I turn... Uses. How can I turn this into rubber? Uses. Oh, we just go smashy smashy. We can do that right over here, actually. At least initially. You come to me. You come to me. You go here. And then where's that bucket? There goes smashy smashy. Yeah, smashy smashy some more. All right, let's go get our water back. Well, we might actually need to hang on to our bucket for a second. There we go. 4 rubber. Now we're going to need to do something with that, right? Probably bulk cooking. Well, we could run it through a smelter. We can run it through a furnace, but we're going to want to bulk blast this. Just because we're trying to do stuff with create, right? Okay, so let's get this set back up and rearranged, and then go get some automatic, get out of here. Go get some automatic sort of pumping and stuff going on. Okay, step 1. Done. There are 2 water wheels here. Coming over to a series of fluid pipes going, oh wow, it's actually producing, oh no, it just got all the back, didn't it? Oh no, we've actually got a couple more buckets in here. So step 2 will be another power hammer thing. Yeah, power hammer thing. Okay, I got that in place, and I built a couple of case chain drives. They're cheap. They just require some nuggets and an andesite casing, so we just should be able to go there, and then you should be able to turn 90 degrees. It's slow. It's slow. We could always rearrange this to gear up, but that should be... Now, we're not pulling it out yet because I don't have belts. I need to get enough of this to make belts. But this is the first line up and running. This is rubber, resin being turned into raw rubber. Now we need to do is pipe it out onto a belt, and we can do that with a funnel. Brass funnel. Andesite funnel? We can do it with an andesite funnel. We might actually have gotten some funnels, but we're going to want to be careful. Well, no, that's only got fluids and solids in it, so we can come straight out. Did we get funnels? I thought maybe we had gotten a funnel. What does it take to make the funnel? Oh, we've got one. We've got one left of these. We do, so we can just toss him in here. And andesite funnels. Let's go see. It'll probably just spit it out on the ground, but that's okay for now. If you are here, no. How do I clear you? Right click with an empty hand, maybe? Yeah. No, because you don't have anything to dump out onto. Let's grab our depot and see if we'll go straight to our depot. Guys, this has been a tremendously long episode. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm going to mess around with this a little more, see what we can't do about getting that line finished up, because really all we have to do now is an encased fan and burn it, right? And then into an inventory somewhere. So I'm going to see if I can't get that done. I think we can get that done. And we'll take a look at it first thing in the next episode. I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.